You already know how to build a stronger body. You go to the gym. You put in reps. You show up when you don't feel like it. But nobody ever teaches you how to train your mind the same way. And that's the difference between people who fall apart under pressure and people who stay standing. Mental toughness isn't being emotionless. It's being able to sit in a stressful season and not be swallowed by it. So here's habit 1. Get an emotional trash can. Look, negative thoughts don't just make you feel bad. They keep you stuck. You replay the same worry at 2 a.m. for the 100th time and call it thinking. It's not thinking, it's spinning. So give those thoughts somewhere to go. Journal them. Talk to a friend. Talk to a therapist. Get them out of your head and onto something real. And because a thought you never processed just keeps circling. The power of choice. Habit 2. Stop hunting for the right choice. Be honest. How much of your life have you spent frozen? Weighing options. Reading one more review. Waiting for certainty that never actually shows up. Here's the thing nobody tells you. There is no universally right choice. Because right depends entirely on where you're trying to go. A choice that's perfect for your coworker could be completely wrong for you. Same decision, different life. And most of that paralysis, it isn't really about the decision. It's about disappointing someone. It's the fear of picking wrong and having people watch you do it. So try this instead. Write down your actual goals, not your parents, not your friends. Then ask 3 questions. What am I willing to let go of? What am I genuinely grateful for? And what do I actually want to focus on? The right choice is just the honest one. Do the hard thing. First habit 3. Do the difficult thing first. You know that one thing you've been avoiding? The conversation you haven't had. The email you haven't opened. The bill, the appointment, the apology. It's been sitting there for weeks, and every day you don't do it, it gets heavier. That's the cruel math of avoidance. The task doesn't grow, but the dread does. And you end up paying for it 100 times in your head instead of once in real life. So do it first, before the day gets loud, before you talk yourself out of it. And here's the part people miss. Doing hard things first doesn't mean doing them alone. Mental toughness isn't isolation. Ask for help. Bring someone with you. Climbing the mountain still counts, even if someone's walking beside you. Exercise plus losing well. Habit 4. Exercise. For your mind, not just your body. Yes, it releases endorphins. But that's not the real gift. The real gift is that exercise teaches you to keep a promise to yourself when you don't feel like it. That's the same muscle you use to stay calm in a crisis. You're not just training your body, you're rehearsing discipline. And habit 5, learn how to lose well. Because you will lose. Everyone does. But there's a difference between failing and spiraling. Spiraling is replaying it, punishing yourself, learning nothing. Losing well is sitting with the discomfort just long enough to ask one question. What's the lesson, and how do I move forward? That's it. Take the lesson, drop the shame. Shame doesn't teach you anything, and accountability does. Gratitude, letting go. Habit 6. Practice gratitude, especially when it's hard. I know. When life is falling apart, be grateful sounds almost insulting. But gratitude isn't pretending everything's fine. It's just refusing to let your brain convince you that nothing is. Your mind naturally hunts for threats. Gratitude is how you manually point it somewhere else. You don't need a journal. Just name one real thing at the end of the day. 1. And habit 7, maybe the hardest. Let go of what you can't control. Ask yourself honestly, can I actually solve this? And if so, what's my part? If you can act, if you can't, carrying it doesn't make you strong, it just makes you tired. Real toughness isn't holding everything. It's knowing what's actually yours to hold. Beat. So, which of these 7 do you need most right now? Tell me in the comments. I read them. And if this helped, pass it to someone who needs it today.